In Mark chapter 8, we read a story about Jesus making his way through town. And as usual, there are massive crowds around him. People, I'm sure, pushing and shouting and jumping. I'm sure there was much excitement. But a man whose daughter was near death had entreated Jesus to, take care of the situation. And Jesus is complying and making his way to this house. And as he is on the journey, there's a nameless woman who knows that Jesus is passing by. Although she is nameless, we know a lot about her. We know that she had been suffering with a debilitating illness for many years. I imagine she had exhausted all of her resources trying to find healing to this terminal illness that she had, to no avail, to no relief. No one she went to or reached out to could help her in this situation. But she hears that Jesus is walking by, passing by, and she makes a decision that her only hope for healing was to encounter Jesus. Now, I imagine she's a small woman, a sick woman, and the crowd must have been massive. And I imagine she could find no way to get through the crowd. There's no way she was going to have a face-to-face with Jesus. There's just too many people. But she didn't quit. She decided that if she could just touch his clothing, she would get the healing she needed. To get to his clothing, she had to push through that crowd. I don't know how she did it. I don't know if she lunged, if she crawled, whatever it took. She put her all into that touch. It wasn't just a casual touch. It was a touch that had her entire hope wrapped up in it. Now, we know how the story goes, that Jesus felt her touch. He felt her touch, and he speaks to her, and she finds the healing that she needs. I was thinking about this story because I think it's very similar to many times the situations we find ourselves in. We're wrestling with something that has been plaguing us for years. We can find no relief, no help. Maybe we've even reached out for assistance and there's just no help for us. Our situation seems hopeless. But like that woman, I am suggesting just don't quit. The crowd, yes, is massive in front of us. There's a crowd of doubt and depression and disappointment and fear and disillusionment. There's just all kind of things that are in our way of getting to where we need to be. But I'm saying just don't quit. Just like that woman, I am suggesting that you invest everything you have, make that decision, and reach out for a touch. I'm assured that we'll hear the same thing that we read about in Mark 8:34, where it says, "Daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague." That's what we need to hear, my friends. That our faith has made us whole. That we can go and be free of whatever it is that is holding us back, that is keeping us from wherever we should be in life. My simple message to you is just don't quit. Press through the crowd. Jesus noticed the smallest touch, and he won't ignore yours. God bless you.